previous video, we just finished doing the activity section, so now we're going to cover the writing section. Again, we're still under the Common App tab, and we're on the writing sub-tab now. We've gone through all of these in different videos. So the writing sub-tab here is where you're going to include your personal essay. Alright, your personal statement that everyone talks about that's so important in your college application. This is where you submit it. Well, you're not going to submit it right now, but this is where you copy paste your content. Alright, so let's read through this. Some colleges require submission of the personal essay with your common application. You may submit a personal essay to any college, even if it is not required by that college. If not required by a college, you will be given the option during submission to include your essay or not for that college. Okay, so you have to click that you understand. Again, I'm gonna just, since I had this already done, I'm just gonna edit it so that you can see the options. So you have a little checkbox, right? So you have to click that you understand. Okay. So here's the current list of colleges on your dashboard and whether they require the personal essay. So these are the colleges that require the personal essay. Usually most do. However, SUNY Purchase does not require it. So it's optional. I would 100% though. I would 100% submit it. If you have a personal statement already for all of these, then I would just go ahead and include one for this one too, even though it's not required. The essay demonstrates your ability to write clearly and concisely on a selected topic and helps you distinguish yourself in your own voice. What do you want readers of your application to know about you apart from courses, grades, and test scores? Choose the option that best helps you answer that question and write an essay of no more than 650 words using the prompt to inspire and structure your response. Remember, 650 words is your limit, not your goal. Use the full range if you need it, but don't feel obligated to do so. The application won't accept a response shorter than 250 words, okay? So you have your limit is 650 words. You don't have to write 650 words. I would recommend no less than 500 words though. And the Common App won't accept anything shorter than 250 words, but it should definitely not be anything less than 500 words. Alright, so here you get to choose any of these prompts to answer or to help you basically think of something to write. So we'll quickly go through these prompts and you're basically supposed to choose one. Okay. Some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. Right? So if you have something really significant about your background, identity, interest, if you have or talent, if you have a story to tell, this is the one you would click on and choose. Okay. The second one says the lessons we take from obstacles we encounter can be fundamental to later success. Recount a time when you faced a challenge, setback, or failure. How did it affect you, and what did you learn from the experience? Alright, so this was a pretty cool one. I like this one. Lessons from obstacles. That should make for a really interesting story. If that one applies to you, if you want to write about something, an obstacle that you overcame, then you will click this one. Third one. Reflect on a time when you questioned or challenged a belief or idea. What prompted your thinking? What was the outcome? Again, if you want to choose this one, answer this one, then you would click on this one. Next, describe a problem you've solved or a problem you'd like to solve. It can be an intellectual challenge, a research query, an ethical dilemma, anything that is of personal importance, no matter the scale. Explain its significance to you and what steps you took or could be taken to identify a solution. Right? So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and choose it. Next, discuss an accomplishment, event, or realization that sparked a period of personal growth and a new understanding of yourself or others. Describe a topic, idea, or concept you find so engaging. Okay, so this was one. This one's a different one. Describe a topic, idea, or concept you find so engaging that it makes you lose track of all time. Why does it captivate you? What or who do you turn to when you want to learn more? Alright, and the last one is share an essay on a topic of your choice. It can be the one you've already written, one that responds to a different prompt, or one of your own design. Okay, so it's So as you can see, all of these are pretty open. They try to kind of help you come up with ideas, which is why they give you so many options. But at the end of the day, you do have the option of just writing about whatever it is that you want, even if it doesn't directly answer any of these prompts. Alright, and if you choose to do that, you would just click on that one. This little box right here is where you're going to copy paste your essay. Alright, so please write an essay on the topic selected. You can type directly into the box, or you can paste text from another source. I would 100% recommend that you first write your essay on a Google Doc or a Word doc or wherever it is that you do your work, and save it, edit it, save it, edit, save it, okay? Until you have the final product, and then copy paste it here, or you can use the Google Drive button to transfer it from your Google Drive. Alright, that's only when it's perfected. Okay, and then you click continue, and it'll take you to this tab right here, disciplinary history. This is basically if you've ever done something bad. Have you ever been found responsible for a disciplinary violation at any educational institution you have attended from the ninth grade? Whether related to an academic misconduct or behavioral misconduct that resulted in a disciplinary action. These actions can include, but are not limited to, probation, suspension, removal, dismissal, or expulsion from the institution. So yes or no. Okay, so if you have been found responsible for something like this, then you'd click yes, and then you have to write about it. And the max number of words that they give you to write about it is 400. Okay. If no, then just click no, and you're good to go to answer the second question, which is, have you ever been guilty or convicted of a felony? Alright, so it says you're not required to answer yes to this question or provide an explanation if the criminal conviction has been basically annulled or forgiven, right? Or destroyed, or is just not applicable to you anymore. Okay, or if it's meant to be confidential, if it's meant to be a private thing that you don't tell or talk to anyone about, then you don't have to say yes. Okay, so if you do have something that applies here, then I would talk to your counselor and see what you should put, or to your parent, or to your private college counselor, whoever it is that's helping you. But hopefully you're good to go to choose no for this, because that's the safest answer. Obviously, if you do choose yes, then you have some space to write about it, maybe reflect on it. Okay, so hopefully it's a no, and then you click continue, and it'll take you to the next tab. And here we have additional information. Do you wish to provide details or circumstances or qualifications not reflected in the application? So here is kind of like an optional space to write something. I will recommend, as someone who helps students complete their college applications a lot, I will recommend that you do choose yes. And here you have the option of writing an optional essay. This is called your optional essay. It is 650 words max, just like your personal statement, but you get space to write about something else. And this again has no prompt or anything like that. It's just anything specific. And I would 100% use it, because you don't have a lot of space to write stuff in your application. Everything is SAT grades, GPA, test scores, all these things, right? And everyone is talking about you, right? Your counselor is writing about you. Your teachers are writing about you. And so if you have space to write more about yourself and your perspective and your point of view and just things that are relevant to your application that might help you, then why not, right? You should 100% use this space. And that is what I call the optional essay. So you should, and it should be just as polished, by the way, as your personal statement. Okay? Nothing less. And then you click continue, and it'll take you to courses and grades. Courses and grades is just a way to self-report your grades from high school. A lot of colleges don't use it. I haven't come across a college that uses it. Here it says that all my colleges, like none of my colleges that are on my list to require for me to self-report. So usually it says this. If there is a college that requires you to self-report, it's kind of a bit of a drag. But basically you'll follow the instructions and do this, but mostly they don't, so I won't go over that too much. Alright? But basically this has been the writing section. And I hope that makes sense. Please, 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 please do not copy paste your essays unless they are 100% perfected. Alright? I hope this has been useful, and the next video will be on the college search.